So, I just had an amazingly huge haul. So, if you've been following CD-ROM files for a while, you'll know that at the flea market, a guy sold me about 70 games for $1 a piece. But the variety, what they were, is still something left to be desired. There was some expensive stuff left in there, but nothing major, and it was all jewel cases. I saw a deal on OfferUp where a guy was selling 50 games for $50, and then when I started the deal, he told me he'd sell me everything he had for a little bit more. And so we got a lot of stuff to go through. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I will say that there is a few empty boxes, and it's sort of hard to tell which ones are which. But I know that the list he sent me of the empty boxes, I have games for them all but one of them. And I know what that one is, and we'll talk about it when we get to it. So let's just go. I'm not doing any particular order. First off, we'll talk about this amazing Quake 2 box. I don't even have Quake 2 in a jewel case or anything, so this is really nice to have. If you've been living under a rock, then I'll explain that Quake is one of the best arena shooters ever to release. It was very popular, saw a lot of esports back before they were called esports, and almost everything he has is pretty minty. I mean, if you look at this, there's no age warp, there's no damage whatsoever, and I'm not going to go through and take everything out of the boxes because we'd be here all day, but we'll just mainly just talk about the games. But yeah, that's Quake 2. This next one, I'm pretty excited about this one. Most of these games are CD-ROMs, they might all be CD-ROMs, but some of them are mostly after the year 2000. This is the first Terminator game I have, and this is a gorgeous box with the T1000 Terminator on the front, Future Shock. Look at that. Bethesda Softworks. Bethesda before they were famous for Fallout. I really want to find the one Terminator game. I don't know the subtitle, but it's one of the first open world games to ever release. But this one seems to be a first person shooter, stereotypical game. But if you see, it's powered by X Engine. This is crazy. I love this. This is a big box, so big you can't even see the top of the title. I have to do it like that. Oh, okay, so I didn't know I had another one. I don't know what's all in here, which is why I'm doing this too. He didn't send me an entire list. He just said, I'm going to give you all the games I have. And I said, okay. This is another Terminator one, Skynet. Again, these tall boxes, I can't even fit it in the image, unless I put it way back there. Skynet, it's got the T1000 Terminator on it again. And this one is getting a lot of love by PC Gamer, but I feel bad that I don't actually remember these games, or even heard about them. And they look at the crusty 3D graphics of the 90s. This looks like a really cool game that I should look into. Skynet one. Again by Bethesda Softworks. It's another one to add to the pile. And sorry, I'll be going through these relatively fast. I think he told me there's 70 of them. Time for one of the empty boxes. We got Quake 3 Team Arena. Hello! It's me in post. That box and many other boxes you're about to see were not actually empty. He just kept the jewel cases out of the box to sort of protect it, I guess. And so later on I make this discovery, but if I say, oh, this box is empty, there's about a 99% chance that he included the jewel case just in a separate container. And I'll make that revelation later in the video. Just want to clarify that before we get too deep into this. This box is empty. I didn't really ask him why he has... Wow, this is reflective. You can see me in it. I didn't really ask him why he has empty boxes, but I'm guessing when the games got gone, he kept the boxes. I know a lot of collectors who are that way. This box is a little dusty, but still pretty minty. Now, there's a difference between Quake 3 Arena and Quake 3 Team Arena. This is Quake 3 Arena without the team in it, 1999. I love Quake 3 Arena. They actually brought it back with Quake Live. I don't talk about Quake a whole lot because I got in it late. When I started playing Quake, it was already pretty much dead, and no one really plays it as much anymore. And when you play a dead game and you play with some veterans, you get demolished. But this is right when multiplayer focused shooters became sort of more and more popular. But nice 1999 box from id Software. And what's crazy to think is that we just talked about Bethesda with Terminator games, and these are id games. id's now owned by Bethesda, which is weird because back then they probably didn't think they were going to get bought out by Disney. Bethesda, listen to me. Alright, time for the big boy. I can't believe I have this. But we have, boom baby, the Doom Trilogy. All 3 Dooms in one box with the Thigh Flesh Consumed expansion. If you know anything about PC collecting, you know that Doom gets price gouged, price gouged, price gouged, and it's because it's one of the greatest games ever made. You know, Nintendo had Mario, Sega had Sonic, PC had Doom. Doom is the reason why you're playing Call of Duty. Doom is the reason why first-person shooters exist. Sure, Wolfenstein was before this, but not many people really played Wolfenstein. And this is nice. This is all three of them. This is the CD-ROM version for Windows 95 and DOS, and it's really big. And here we go. This is before the ESRB, so it's just an RSAC advisory, violence, blood, and gore. Beautiful box. I'm excited to have it. For some reason, I guess because it depends on when he got it, he does have master levels for Doom 2. He did show me this. This came in that trilogy box. This is the expansion pack for Doom 2 to play more levels. And I actually have a jewel case for this, but it's nice to have the box. And as you can see, 3,000 additional levels. Doom Maximum, and that's probably one of my favorite cover arts. You know, that reminds me of some like H.H. Geiger stuff. You know, looks very nice. Next up for empty boxes, we have Operation Flashpoint. If you know me, you know I love Arma, and this is back before it was called Arma. This is back when Bohemia Interactive and Codemasters were still working together. If you want to know the history about Operation Flashpoint, there's a good YouTube channel called Gamers, and they do the rise and fall of Operation Flashpoint. Good series to look at. But regardless, great game. I have all of them in the jewel case format, so this being an empty box doesn't really hurt me, because all I got to do is just plop it in, and it'll be done. Alright, next for an empty box, this is a game I don't have, so I got to buy it. But this is Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, and the reason why this is such a cool box, well, I say cool with a grain of salt, but the reason why this is something a lot of collectors like to have, and I'm glad I finally have it, is because it's got the World Trade Center getting blown up. Now keep in mind, this is before, this was released in the year 2000, so this isn't really offensive in terms of its era, but just having anything with the Trade Center on it is pretty nice. But there's the World Trade Center with the plane flying towards it. It's pretty crazy, but I gotta buy a game for this, so if anyone has Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, and you don't want to charge me an arm and a leg for it, let me know. Alright, now, this is something I'm really excited for. I don't have a whole lot of these, and actually I don't have any of them, but I finally do. I got Descent. I think it's a crime that I don't have Descent. Descent is like a 3D, 4-dimension shooter. It's kind of like a flight game almost. And it's made by Interplay, which are some pretty cool dudes. Thought about doing a video about Interplay. And this is a really, really fun game that I don't really talk about a whole lot. But I got 1 and 2 in one box, Descent. And you can find these games on Steam if you're really curious about them. I'm not sure if this is empty or not, but we got the Unreal Tournament 2004 DVD Special Edition. And I'm going to express an unpopular opinion. I'm not necessarily a big fan of Unreal Tournament. It's fun, but never game. I have 2004 in the box like this. I just don't have this tin that goes around it. So it's nice to have a different version of it. But yeah, I don't have much to say about Unreal Tournament because it's a good game. It's direct competitor as Quake, and it is fun to play with some friends. But you know, not my cup of tea. Alright, it's time for a notorious game that you don't hear about a whole lot, and there's good reason for it. And it's Battle Cruiser 3000 AD. This is version 2.0. But don't let the 2.0 fool you. This is one of the trashiest games you'll ever play. And it's really hard to get running, and it's notoriously bad. And I've always wanted to have this. For the reason being that this is notorious if you were alive in that area. Now, it came out in the 90s. I was a toddler, but I know just from people telling me about it that this game is a big pile of poop. And I'm a sucker for crap, and I love having it. So it's cool to see it. And I have it, baby. Next up, we got Star Trek Armada. I'm going to be honest. I've never played the Armada series of games. I heard they're real-time strategies. I think they're real-time strategies. Yeah, it's right in front of my face. Game type, real-time strategy. And it takes place. Ooh, it's a next generation game. For all you Trekkies, I'm sorry for saying this, but I like Next Generation better than the original. And I think I got some more Armadas down in here somewhere, but we'll get to those. They're sort of out of order. Got another Starfleet game, though. We have Starfleet Command Orion Pirates. I have this game in the jewel case. Don't have it in the big box, so I'm glad to finally have it. And this one's made by Interplay again. We're seeing a lot of Interplay's name on here, which is great. And that's pretty nice. This is the expansion for Starfleet Command 2, but it's standalone, so you don't need the original to play it. Next up, we got Starfleet Command Volume 2 Empire at War, and this is a big box. This is a heavy box. I don't know what's all in here. Some of these games, some of these boxes just have the games in them, and some of them have all the inserts. And this bad boy's heavy. Next up, we got Star Trek DAC in the jewel case. Trying to keep the trend of Star Trek going. Now, what I find cool about this is that if you look on the back, it has Steam's logo on it. This is probably back when Steam was, well, it's 2010. So this is based on the motion picture. So if you're wondering why this isn't on Steam anymore, it's because they probably lost the rights of distribution. That's usually what happens with the games like The Godfather. But Star Trek DAC, it's got Cosme's name on it, which makes me sick. And Cosme is a distributor of usually bad games, but this might be good. I've never actually played this, so we'll check it out. Keeping the thing on Command & Conquer going, we got Yuri's Revenge. It's an expansion pack for Red Alert 2. I think I actually have this in a jewel case, so this might be a double, but I don't have it in the big box. You know, I should have mentioned this with the other Red Alert, but it's got FMV sequences, and boy, let me tell you, FMV is one of my favorite things ever. And I think this expansion mostly follows multiplayer, if I'm not mistaken, but that's a cool box to have. Yuri's looking you dead in the eyes. Command & Conquer Generals. I have this in this box, but this seems to be a common trend. His is a little bit more minty than mine. A lot more minty. He's got a little bit of box damage on. I keep saying he. It's mine now, but I still keep saying he. But mine's beat up all to, heaven and back. But this is nice to have one that doesn't look like I sat on it. Now what I don't have is Command & Conquer 0 Hour, which I think is the expansion pack for it, and it is. So I have this, and again, some great FMV in here. And I've actually never played Command & Conquer Generals. The last Command & Conquer I played was Tiberian Sun, and anything after that I'm not really sure. Red Alert 3. Did play Red Alert 3, but look at that, the ship's blown up in half. I love these Command & Conquer games. Too bad EA decided to screw it up by making mobile games. That's always what we like to hear. Next, we got the great granddaddy of RPG shooters, Deus Ex. But oh wait, no, it's Invisible War, one of the worst Deus Ex games ever to release. Post me again. Sorry, I forgot to show that he had the original Deus Ex in the jewel case. So yeah, I now have all the Deus Ex games. Then we got Alien vs. Predator. I have the jewel case of this, been wanting to get the big box of it, but man, is it expensive. Made by the Big Boys Rebellion. I don't even really think they make anymore, but Fox Interactive was also a part of this. And man, if you have not played the original Alien vs. Predator, you need to. Ooh, I love it when they use real people in the covers. This dude looks like, I don't know, he looks familiar, but we got the Predator and then the alien sticking its mouth out. This box is gigantic, by the way. And then next we get Alien vs. Predator Gold Edition. Now the difference between this one and the other one I just played is that this one has, it should have the strategy guide in it if he still kept it, maybe not, but he also has additional levels, including multiplayer ones and single player ones. And so that's nice. And if you know me, you know that I love boxed software because it doesn't happen anymore. And Linux is something that I don't use, but I understand the purpose of it. And it's nice to have official, because Linux is open source. So to find like any boxed Linux is pretty cool because, well, anyone can sort of do whatever they want to it. I already have Red Hat Linux in the box from 1999 version, and this is 7.0. When did 7.0 come out? Let's see. We'll look together. Oh, 2000. I see it. So now I got a 1999 version of Linux, Red Hat, and now I got 2000 Linux Mandrake. I have yet to... No, I talked about NovaLogic. I talked about NovaLogic in an article on the website about Tachyon the Fringe, but I never talked about their military shooters. This is Delta Force. When we talk about Delta Force, the squad's not called Delta Force. Officially, the U.S. government, the U.S. Army, does not refer to them as Delta Force. And so a lot of the reasons why people call them Delta Force is because of games like by NovaLogic. And NovaLogic was sort of ahead of its time, expansive shooters, expansive maps, and what sort of happened in the process was that they sort of got outshined by console games that did it a little bit better at a right time. I want to talk about NovaLogic and the Delta Force games eventually, but for now, just see that this is a very nice box and great to have. NovaLogic knows the art of war. Ooh, this bad boy's nice! I can't believe I found this, or he has it. I'm excited. We got Forsaken. Forsaken just finally got re-released on Steam and GOG. Forsaken's kind of like Descent, where you fly in a 4-dimensional space and you kill some people in your machines. Forsaken's pretty cool game. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gorgeous game, and I love how it says it doesn't require a 3D accelerator card. Believe me, if you didn't have a 3D accelerator card to play this, it would run like poop. But this is also a cool box. You got this chick who has nothing to do with the game crying with Forsaken tattooed on her cheek. This is an amazing box. Glad to have this. This is going to be one of my favorite boxes to have. And I'm assuming the guy paid $4.99 for this. Yeah, good luck getting this big box for $4.99 these days. It ain't happening. My God, more Star Trek. Star Trek Voyager Elite Force set phasers to frag. And this game says 3D accelerator card required. Oh, this looks like a first-person shooter. I didn't know they made first-person shooter. Ooh, made by Raven? Interesting. I might have to check this out. First-person shooter. It's the collector's edition. It's a beefy boy. Oh, look, I love it when they do that. So if you don't know this, they have this cardboard sleeve. Sometimes when you pull it off, it's the same picture underneath. But here you got Voyager. Now, Star Trek fans, I'll agree with you on this. Voyager sucks. Voyager really does blow. I hate Voyager. CD-ROM Classics is a series of games that I've always wanted to start collecting, but, they're kind of hard to find. But it's Electronic Arts' sort of series where they reboot older games. And this is SEAL Team. And old EA, in their infinite wisdom, is claiming that this is the first realistic 3D Battlefield for the PC. I don't know if that's true or not. Woo! Look at that! That is some stanky 3D crust. I'm gonna have to play this. I didn't know this existed. I want to throw that out there. And me not knowing it existed, something tells me that it's probably trash. And it's got EA's name on it. So, but look at that. Ripley's barking because he's an EA fanboy. EA's trash. Shut up! EA sucks. Oh, good lord. There's gonna be a lot of these, and we're gonna go through them really, really fast. So we're just gonna go through them as quick as we can. We got Rainbow Six 3 Raven Shield. Good lord. Okay, so then we got Rainbow Six 3 Raven Shield again. Then we got Rainbow Six 3 Athena Sword. Is there more Rainbow Sixes somewhere? And what I hate is that this is not the only Rainbow Sixes we got. There's gonna be more. Boom. All right, next up we have a specialty tin from Return to Castle Wolfenstein. This is definitely a collector's version in this tin, and it's got stuff in it. It's pretty neat. We're not going to open it up and look at it all. Sorry to say, we'll do it later. All right, you ready for the most America thing on the planet? Jet Fighter 4, Fortress America! Intense aerial combat. Oh, I bet. This is, I played this game. I have it in the jewel case. I don't have the big box, though, and this box is heavy. This is a flight simulator, but instead of fighting over, like, Afghanistan or something, you're fighting over American turf, which, look at this. Look at this. Defend American soil. Oh, man. I'm feeling so patriotic right now. All right, cool. Sports game. Yay. F1 2000. Moving on. We got Ultima Online. Lord Blackhorn's Revenge. And if you know me, you know that I love collecting MMO boxes. So this is pretty neat. But the cool thing about this is it has a toy on the inside. This is made by McFarlane's Toys. It's really gorgeous. I really want to pull them out and take a look at them, but I'm not going to. And so it's really neat that this includes a toy. Man, do you hear Ripley's loud chewing in the background? Listen to that. Oh, yeah, he stops when I say something. Next oh God. Oh, you see this? I'm not even going to show you the whole box. You see this? You see ValuSoft? It's ValuSoft. And what I love is the developer's called Trainwreck Studios. I bet you $10 that this game is a train wreck. Oh, great. Yay, another sports game. Awesome. F1. Next. This is really cool to have. We got Redline. Redline's a first-person shooter that didn't take off for whatever dumb reason. Opens up. Beautiful box out of Mad Max style. I should probably play Redline soon. Now these are doubles, but I'm always excited to have them. We got Sierra 3. We got SWAT 3 Close Quarters Battle, the Elite Edition. I have this already. My favorite game of all time. I love SWAT 3. SWAT 3 is the bomb. But what's cool is while this one's a double, I have the original release. SWAT 3 Close Quarters Battle, the original release, and it's just as sexy as the Elite Edition box. Nice to have. We got Need for Speed High Stakes, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which I have both of these, but I do not have them in their box counterpart, and these games go for outrageous prices when they're in the big boxes. Next up, we got Rune Halls of Valhalla. I've never actually played Rune. I know it's a RPG. That's all I know. I think I got several jewel cases of these, but I don't know if I have this particular box. We'll see. Ooh, we got F-22 Lightning 3 and Comanche 3. These are Novologic's flight simulator games. And I suck at combat flight simulators. If it's a game where I just got to fly from point A to point B, I got it. But the moment I got to start killing stuff, it doesn't happen. We got Mortar 2093, 1944. I'm not going to lie. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I don't have much to say. It's a World War II shooter, and the fact that it has some futuristic elements to it tells me that this was like a Wolfenstein clone, maybe? I'm going to be honest. This is the first game so far, other than like the Star Treks, where I don't know what it is, so I'll figure that out later. Ooh, you want to fall asleep? Let's play some Subcommand. This is 688-1. I got Hunter Killer 688-1. I think this is different. But, oh man, look at this. You can choose the Aquila, which looks like a metal phallus. Then you got Seawolf, which looks like the same thing with just wings. Then you got the 688i, which is red. We got one more game before I got to stop and charge the camera, but you won't know because it'll just jump cut. But we're going to go with Matt's favorite series of games. Well, one of his favorite series. Got Splinter Cell Espionage Pack, and I'm so glad I have this because it has Splinter Cell OG, Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow, and that cuts out 2 of the game series. The only one I have physically is Double Agent. So nice to have that. And now it's time to charge my camera because I knew this was going to happen. Too many games. Too many games. You ready for this? We got Rainbow Six Eagle Watch. Heck yeah. Then we got Rainbow Six Road Spear Mission Pack Urban Operations. Then we got the original Rainbow Six. And then we got Rainbow Six Road Spear. Then we got Rainbow Six Covert Ops Essentials. And then we got Rainbow Six Blackthorn. And then we got Rainbow Six 3 Raven Shield. Ooh. I'm really hoping some of these are empty so I can just put my jewel cases in them because I'm drowning and Rainbow Six stuff. All right, all you Valve fans and Sierra, for me, we're going to have some pretty cool stuff. We got Half-Life 2 Collector's Edition. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. It's got some stuff in it. It's Half-Life 2. What can I say? I don't think anything I can really say will make you understand more. This is back when Sierra's name was still on Half-Life. And, that's cool. We love Sierra. But to keep the speed of Half-Life going, we're about to get some really minty Half-Life boxes, like really, really minty Half-Life boxes. This is probably, besides Doom, this is probably the stuff that's worth the most, unless I just happen to gloss over it. First we got Half-Life Opposing Force, and this really, really nice minty box. I'm really glad to have this, to be honest. It's really, really, really great to have. Next in the expansions, I got excited when I found this in a jewel case in a Habitat for Humanity for $3. I got Half-Life Blue Shift which this one also includes opposing force in the HD pack. And this is just another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful box in this nice minty shape. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this stuff gets really expensive, especially when it's this clean. Original Half-Life expansions. And then we got Half-Life Platinum box. I was gonna buy this box down in Florida for a lot more than I'm glad I didn't. There you go. It's all the expansions with Counter-Strike, the original Counter-Strike and Team Fortress in one beautiful box. It's got AT&T worldwide service on it, baby. You know we want to play over that nice AT&T internet. Then, again, Doom is probably the top thing in this set, but the next really high thing is this mint Half-Life, original Half-Life box. I don't think I've ever seen a Half-Life in this nice condition. This is absolutely gorgeous. Again, you're looking at something that is quite expensive, and to have it in this good of shape is outstanding. Like, I don't care if you're not a Half-Life fan, but you gotta know that this type of stuff fetches some crazy prices. It's really hard to find because they re-released Half-Life a million times, and to have this box not have really barely any age warp, not to have any scuffs. You see where the tape was. The smart dude, whoever had this first, cut the tape. They didn't rip it off. You don't got the rip off right here. The bottom, same way. This and Doom is two of the best things in this. That makes it all worth it, is those two. And I'm sorry to, finish on this, but now I got to move on to the less impressive stuff. Got Diablo 3 box version. I may sound like a ignorant bing bing, but I didn't know they made a physical release of Diablo 3. I always had it digitally, but this is a very, very nice box for the set of Diablo. Well, I have all the Diablo stuff now, and this is a double, but we got the Diablo battle chest. I have this in the bookshelf already, but again, in classic dude who sold me this fashion, mint. Next we have Quake 4, the special DVD edition. I have 3 copies of Quake 4, so this will be my 4th Quake 4. But this is a different box. This is a different edition. This one opens up in the front, and it's the actual cardboard box. The other ones I have are like the hard DVD cases, so it's nice to have a different one. Quake 4 was a disappointing game for a lot of people because it wasn't as... it didn't follow sort of the same trend that the Quakes before it did, but I thought it was a good game. Speaking of disappointing, another double, another crap game, Star Trek Legacy. Bethesda really pooped this one out. Next we got Star Trek Away Team? I don't even know what this is. Squad-based strategy, unofficial, unseen, unknown. And squad-based shooter. I guess it's, or squad-based real-time strategy. I guess it's kind of like XCOM, if I had to guess, maybe, or Syndicate. Probably more like Syndicate. Next we got Star Trek Armada 3. That means I got all the Armadas now. And it's a strategy game. Then we got Ghost Recon, the original Ghost Recon. I have one of the expansions in the jewel case. Silent, Swift, Invisible. Nice case. Beautiful game. Good game. I like this game. This game, it's kind of tough to get into because when you play the game, you don't see your gun in the first person view. And that sort of takes away from it at times. But, hey, we all love us some good USA versus Russia warfare. Next up, we got Delta Force. Wow, this is a heavy box. We got Delta Force 2. Whoever got this originally got it for $39.96. Nice big old box. Delta Force 2 is a little bit better than the first game. Ooh, look at this. Next generation voxel space. 32 engine supports 32-bit graphics. Man, we live in the future now. 32 bits, baby! Good game. Again, I'll talk about Nova Logic soon. You know they sued Call of Duty over this? So, like I said, Delta Force is not the official name of the Army branch, and this logo is also not the official logo. Call of Duty had a team called Delta Force with this logo, and they actually sued them for it. Heck yeah, some case law in the video game world. And who said video games don't teach you anything? We got Slam Tilt Pinball. This box feels empty. I think this is one of the empty boxes I already knew about. But it's made by Inca Gold. and it's pinball. So you know what? Hopefully the jewel case is cheap and I can just feel it. Next we got Pinball Madness 3. We got Unreal Tournament OG, I guess. I don't know much about Unreal Tournament, I'm sorry. We got some more Flight to Kill, Nova Logic. Right, man, these boxes are huge. I don't know if I've said that already, but these are some giant boxes. And another Flight Simulator combat game. Oh God. It's Secret Service. Secret Service. Oh. Ugh. I have this game. It is... I'm about to do this for YouTube, fun fact. This game is really bad, and it's god-awful bad. It is so bad that I can't believe I'm going to film it, but I like bad games. You know, the whole reason I like the Angry Video Game Nerds is because he plays bad stuff, but this game is absolutely garbage. If you have it already, it's nice to have the box. Okay, this is a... Ooh, this is JSF. I've been wanting this box so bad, so it's a triangle. You see how it's triangulated? This is new. This is something they don't do a whole lot. And it flips up. You got some stuff when you flip it up. If I'm not mistaken, this box opens up on the side. And it looks like whoever had this before taped it up. Yeah, it's taped up. I was going to pull some stuff out of it and show you, but someone re-secured it. But no, it's nice to have this. And I've always wanted this game. It's made by Eidos, another flight sim. But it's a classic, awesomely shaped box. I don't know how I'm going to put this on the shelf, but I'll find a way. This game's been on my wish list. I'm glad I'm finally be able to get it. It's distributed by Panasonic. This looks like a really bad, what do you call it, Conflict Desert Storm ripoff, if you know what that game is. But this box is gorgeous, which is why I wanted it. And it's got those great polygon graphics. But if you look down here, another reason why I wanted it is it's got Take-Two's name on it. Yeah, before they made all those basketball games and Borderlands and hated mods by you know, making it illegal to make mods for Grand Theft Auto, they made crap like Spec Ops: The Line, Rangers Lead the Way. Oh, and a multiplayer add-on for it. Thanks, Panasonic. You gave us 3DO and you gave us Spec Ops: The Line. Spec Ops: The Line. That's not the same. Got Splinter Cell Chaos Theory and Pandora Tomorrow. Both in the physical boxes. Matt will be happy about those. Man, Chaos Theory's big. This is a double, but I'm always happy to see it. This is Joint Operation Typhoon Rising. After the success of Black Hawk Down, I mean, you even see on here, they say, from the makers of Black Hawk Down, this is a large-scale shooter. I don't think this came before Arma. I'm pretty sure it came after Arma, but this game allowed for 150 players in a game. I hate that I never really got to experience this. So to tell this story a little bit, back on our first computer, we had Black Hawk Down, and then I had Joint Operations Typhoon Rising, and it was the first time I played multiplayer that wasn't Halo, and that it wasn't Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and this was a game that we bought at a Walmart, and it was just on a shelf for like $5. Bought it connected to the internet, and I was just amazed that I thought they were all CPU. And it's a very awesome game, and I really wish I could play this today and sort of relive memories. And you can play against bots, but you have no one on your team. It's all enemy bots. I really would like to get a group together to play this. It's sort of dated by today's standards, but it would be nice to revisit and relive that. Good game, good memories again by Nova Logic. We got Crisis. Whoa. Flat box. We got Crisis Maximum Edition. I guess this is when EA decided we're going to be cheap and make boxes thin. Thanks, EA. But Crisis is one of those games that no computer can run to its maximum potential. Giant tech demo, but a great shooter. That's all I got to say. Crytek's a good engine. We got another double, Battlefield 2, but I don't have Battlefield 2 Special Forces expansion pack, so these can make... And also, again, this Battlefield 2 box is so mint! Mine looks like someone dropped it in dirt, buried it, and dug it up and sold it to me, I swear. Like, I should go get it and show you. It's all dirty and stuff. This looks like it's still on the shelf. I can't get over how minty these are. Nice ones. Oh, we got one of the games that I was really disappointed with. We got Full Spectrum Warrior. Beautiful box. Takes place, I think this takes place in the Middle East. But it's based on a training service, the training program that the U.S. Army uses. I don't know how true that is. But this game's actually really popular. There's actually a lot of people who like this game. Hooah, it says. But it's like this weird strategy game. I mean, I played this at a time I didn't like strategy games, and I thought it was going to be a shooter. But it might be fun now. I guess I should revisit. Pandemic was one of my favorite companies. Rest in peace. Thanks EA for destroying them. And they made Saboteur, and then EA decided, oh, we're going to pull the plug. Pandemic 2008 hit. Did you get the memo? But yeah, that's Full Spectrum Warrior. Beautiful case. Definitely screams some like Mogadishu type stuff. Oh, and I'm so excited for this. I can't contain my excitement. We got the Punisher, baby. Oh! But here we go, baby. In mint condition, the Punisher. One of the, you know, we all talk about violent video games and ones that are looking to get banned. This was made by Marvel. Marvel had a hand in this, and this game is really messed up. Like, you put a buzzsaw up a dude's crotch. Like, it's pretty intense. I remember my mom wouldn't let me have this game when I was a kid. I remember she was like, no, you can't have it, because we were watching X-Play. Like, Mom probably would have bought me if it wasn't for X-Play. X-Play was a show that was on G4, and they were like, oh, it's a violent game, and it's really disgusting. My mom was like, no, you can't play it. And I never got to play it till I was, like, in college, when I rediscovered it on Xbox. But, dude, this is great to have. And see, it's also in hand with Volitition, who's the makers of Saints Row. So glad to have this. Half-Life, Doom, and this. These are the 3 reasons why I'm excited that this deal went through. This is a double, but again, like, so much better than my box. My box has really bad age warping. Like, it's ducked way down in the back. The box won't fully go in the top because it's broken. And this is a very minty version of my Halo box, and I just can't get over how well this got taken care of. Halo 1 and 2 were on PC, but after that, none were. But Microsoft announced recently that the Master Chief Collection will be coming to Steam, and so I better see all y'all out there in the multiplayer, because I'm ready to get back into using some VR to get headshots. Gears of War, already have it, but I know I sound like a broken record. Beautiful box, gorgeous box. So yeah. God, we're not even halfway done. Well, I guess we're halfway done. Next we got Steel Beasts. This is made by my boys, Strategy First. Strategy First, I don't know if it exists anymore, but they made some really amazing games. If you look at this, this looks like some realistic tank warfare. And is this a Peggy game? No, it's got the ESRB on it. But this is a... I heard Steel Beasts was good. I don't know how true that was, but I heard it was good. So it's nice to finally have that. This dude must have had the Nova Logic collection, because there's Armored Fist 3, another tank battle game with the M1A2 Abrams. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this had multiplayer. It says it at the top. You can play with 32 players. So, you know, World of Tanks, which is popular, or was popular now. This was a tank warfare game, and it actually had force feedback, which we can talk about in a later video about controllers and stuff. Armored Fist, Abrams M1A2. Oh, I didn't know they made a second one of these masterpieces. Is Take-Two's name on it? Oh, Take-Two's on there. Look at it, Take-Two Interactive. So I guess I didn't know there was 2 of these gems. I can't wait to explore them. I can't wait to play these games. Beautiful box, though. And like I said, anytime they use real people in the box, I can't help but look at it. I like how they got like people I've never heard of to talk about them, or like crappy people always talk good. IGN PC, an incredible new look. Yeah, probably because it was better than the first one, I guess, but it's cool to have. The big mother of multiplayer shooters that you've never heard of, Tribes. Now, if you have heard of this, don't be like, well, I know what Tribes is. The point is, not many people knows what Tribes are, and this was a really cool game. Like, you slid, like you skied on surfaces, and you would gain momentum. So when you jumped, you like flew across the map, and so you'd have a bunch of people flying in the air, shooting at each other. And it's like playing Capture the Flag on steroids. Really fun game. I hate that it's dead now. Next we got Wipeout XL. I did not know Wipeout came to PC. Well, I guess now I know. It's kind of like F-Zero. Okay, I gotta charge my camera again. Too many games. So, quick break, even though you won't notice it because it'll be a jump cut. So, I'm an idiot. I thought that the boxes that were empty, but I think only 1 or 2 of them actually are. I opened up his jewel case thing, and I see some games where they were in boxes that I thought were empty. So the only thing I can think of was what he was doing, and if you're watching this video, you can sort of tell me in the comment section if I'm right or not. I think he was taking the jewel cases out to keep the boxes pristine. And if that's the case, he's smart. Because if you're going to play the game, pull the jewel case out so you don't constantly go to open the box, you know, and that's what creates age. I don't know why I haven't thought of that. Alright, so We're going to blaze through the rest of this lightning quick because this is going on very long. We got Sinistar Unleashed Heretic 2, which I don't think I have any Heretics in the box, so it's nice to finally have it. These were RPG, puzzle, first-person shooter things. Max Payne, I have the jewel case of this, but I don't have this giant box. And Max Payne series is good shit. Look at Max's face. Then we got Soldier of Fortune Platinum Edition. I just got done talking about how I don't have all the Soldier of Fortunes. I don't have the first one, and I have it here. Games that just got recently added to GOG, and no, it just got added to GOG. Also made by Raven. Alright, so now I'm going to save 2 boxes for last, and we're going to go through the jewel cases. But before we do that, we're going to talk about the one joystick he threw in. The X-Terminator. Look at that bad boy. I don't even know where I'm going to put this. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to put all of this, but this thing is gigantic. Awesome box. It says it's for tribes, but I couldn't imagine playing tribes with this daggone thing. And then I guess I'll throw this in too. Look at that. Oh, he's so tall. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Pretty cool little thing there. I like that. I'm just going to put him on the floor for now. Alright, now we're going to go through the jewel cases. Lightning fast. We got Codename Panzers Phase 1. Oh, we got some Texas Hold'em Poker. We got Tom Clancy's SSN, which is a submarine warfare game. I actually have that one. We got X-Plane, which is a flight simulator game that I think I do have. We got something that has Sierra's name on it, which is Power Chess. And you know me, if it says Sierra, I'm going to love it regardless. We got D-Zone, which is 150 levels for Doom 1 and 2. And this is like a modded stuff, officially released. We got some more ValuSoft garbage, Navy SEALs. I can't wait. God, I hate ValuSoft so much, and it just seems to seep into my life no matter how much I can handle it. Next, we got a war that is rarely made into a game, or at least good games for that matter. Ah! It's got ValuSoft. I saw Vietnam on the side, and I got really excited. I'm like, oh, a Vietnam game. But it's made by, or distributed by ValuSoft, so there's guaranteed that this is garbage. I guarantee you. Fused software, more like crap software. We got Gunman Chronicles. Oh, my lord. Ooh! Nice one. Kingpin, baby! A very violent game that, I've actually never played, but I heard about. I'm going to play that when I get a chance. We got Aquanaut, Subcommand. We got all 3 Ghost Recon expansions. I'm not going to pull them out in Subcommand. That's the first case. Time to go through the second one. And, okay, that seems about bit everything. He did give me a bunch of strategy guides, which I'm not going to go through. If you notice, the Angry Video Game Nerd, if you follow him, did a video about video game magazines. I thought about doing a video just on strategy guides and remembering them. He kind of inspired me to kind of do that. That was a period in gaming that we don't need anymore because we got the internet. So now, last but not least, something that I've been hunting down for. You may think, why are you making a big deal out of this? Because a lot of people don't think these games are that good, but it's one of my favorite shooters, favorite horror games. I've been trying to buy it forever. Me and Christina were down in Florida, and I saw them at a used bookstore that had games, and they said that they couldn't sell it to me because they didn't have a price for it yet. And I found it in a Goodwill one time, but a bunch of discs were missing. I'm glad to finally have it. The wait's over. We got Doom 3, baby. Doom 3! This game was considered a disappointment by many Doom fans, and it's because it doesn't follow the traditional route of Doom. It was more of a horror game, very slower. You know, not as intense. It had a plot. You saw who you were, and you're not like the normal Doom Marine or anything like that. But I think this game is so unique. It's such an amazing experience. It got remastered and arguably better in the remaster. I absolutely love this game. This is a game I need to like play for the channel. Great game. I love Doom 3. Doom 3 was one of the first horror games that I actually played and loved, because I'm not a big horror fan. And Fear's one, and Doom 3's the other. Gorgeous game. Love this. And it comes with the Resurrection of Evil box, expansion pack, and absolutely gorgeous box. So there you have it. The sizzles because it's from hell! Doom! Great games. And I'm Elijah Black with CD-ROM Fossil, and I'm tired. That took a lot longer than I expected. That's a lot of games. I think he told me 74, 75 games, and then I think there's one empty box I know for sure that doesn't have a jewel case. I think maybe there's a second or third one, but that's a lot. I don't know where I'm going to put it all. I hope you liked that video. I hope you enjoyed. I don't do unboxing videos often, but because this was a huge haul, I decided why not. I'm watching a lot of Max Mofo. If you want to see more like this, let me know. Leave a comment or something. If not, I'll probably never do it again.